Big Polly's World of Sports Sims proudly presents our next game, which is going to be Pittsburgh and Kansas City. I taped one just ended taping one about 10-15 minutes ago, so we're going to get you started with the other game we promised you tonight. Pittsburgh and Kansas City, week number 13 in the HTFL as we approach the midway point of games for the week. We did 5 on the recap show. This is the 4th we have done televised this week, and we'll go ahead and get you started on all of that. Big Polly coming to you. We hope you're well out there, or as well as you were when we started this project tonight. Pittsburgh and Kansas City. Kansas City favored by 4. This ought to be a good matchup. The Steel Curtain defense, sort of, for Pittsburgh against Kansas City, and a pretty good, well-rounded team. They're 8-3, but they're behind the best team in the league right now, the HTFL, San Francisco, who is the only team at 9-2 right now. 26 degrees. Brrr. That's the weather. That's what it's like right now in Kansas City, at least for this game. And I'll be controlling KC. The computer will be controlling Pittsburgh. I'm going to take the ball. Probably do a lot of running with it if it's going to be this cold. The wind is 0 to 10 miles an hour. Roethlisberger and Dawson are your quarterbacks. Dawson returning from injury previous week. Chuck Noll against Hank Stram, a couple of coaching titans. Hall, Charles, Podolak back deep for KC, and we'll get this game underway. Game number 2 of the night. I just taped Tennessee, Minnesota. Hall at the 2, returns at 25 yards. He's the leading return yardage man in the HTFL right now. Andy Russell makes the tackle at the 27. We'll set up the Kansas City offense. See, I'm getting ahead of myself. Don't know how effective I will be with my play-by-play, but we'll do it our best. Charles and McClinton are the running backs. Smith and Bowe are your wide receivers. Gonzalez at tight end. Dawson out of Purdue, he's your quarterback. Trier, Shields, Rudnay, Waters, Alt, your offensive line. For Pittsburgh, Greenwood, Hayward, Green, and Hampton are your front 4. Ham, Lambert, Porter, your linebackers. Woodson, Blunt, Polamalu, and Shell. You have 6 10s in the lineup for the Pittsburgh defense. And I think the strategy for KC is going to be to pound the rock, as John Gruden said back in his heyday in the early aughts with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Trap right, Charles bounces to the right side, picks up 3. 2nd and 7 at the 30. We're going to go back to Charles, a trap to the left side. Gain of 3. Short flick to Gonzalez, the short hitch on 3rd and 4. That finds the mark, and that's a gain of 10. So it's now another first down for Kansas City. As I'm looking at the progress of my upload as I talk to you all. Trap left, Jamal Charles. And Charles breaks free on the left side, just short of the first down, but he picks up 10. Dawson will dive it over on 2nd and inches, or will try to. Gain of a yard. Porter on the tackle. Joey Porter for Pittsburgh. 1st and 10 at the 46. I don't think Dawson wants to be throwing it too much into this steel curtain. McClinton, a trap right. Better known as a pass catcher is McClinton. No gain there. Hayward makes the stop. Back to Charles. Pitch right on 2nd and 10. And Charles, will he get the first down? Yes, he will. 35. Down at the 33 by Donnie Shell. A pickup of 13 yards. So, KC on the march. This is going to be a play-action short crossing route. Well, I wanted to do play-action, but that's fine because Gonzalez catches it, and it's a gain of 14. Stretch play. Back to Charles. 1st and 10 at the 19. Charles, a pickup of nothing. Crushed by Joey Porter. J.T. Smith on the slant. That's caught. A pickup of 11 for JT. First and goal at the 8. McClinton off tackle left. Gets a few, 4 yards. That sets up second and goal at the 4. We'll go back to Dawson. And he will try a sweep left. And tackled by Lambert at the 1, but it's going to come back.
77, 10-yard penalty.
Trier called for the hold, second and goal at the 14. Look to Gonzalez. A short hitch. Incomplete. Third and goal at the 14. So they'll widen out and go 3 wide. They're going to look to Otis Taylor on the medium slant. He's got it. He's got 6. Touchdown, Kansas City. So just like that, Kansas City drives the length of the field, 13 plays, 73 yards, taking up 8:07 of clock. It was Tynes with the point after, 7-0 Kansas City. We have 6:47 left, opening quarter. Woodson, Chad Noir, and Dudley back deep. Taken by Woodson at the goal line or thereabouts.
Illegal block.
1 yard deep, actually. Hampton with the illegal block, 13 yards. And Pittsburgh will set up first and 10 at the 13. Bettis and Johnson, John Henry Johnson, are your running backs. Brown and Ward at wide out. Miller at tight end. Roethlisberger, Big Ben at quarterback. Kolb, Fenica, Webster, DeCastro, and Jackson, your offensive line. For Kansas City, they have 4 10s on defense. Allen, Smith, Buchanan, and Mays. Bell, Lanier, Hall are your linebackers. Thomas, Lewis are your corners. Robinson and Cherry, 2 10s. And that's the safety valves of the defense. First and 10 at the 13. Go Pittsburgh. Marker down.
False start. Offense. Number 35, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
They get John Henry Johnson for the false start, and that'll make it a first and 15 now at the 8. 6:37 to go. This is Bettis, and the bus picks up 4 yards. That sets up second and 6 at the 11. So between these two teams, 8 Super Bowl wins. Somebody has come and is playing third wide out. That's John Stallworth. Second and 11 at the 12. Of course, Kansas City just winning the most recent Super Bowl as of this taping. Gain of 10, Roethlisberger to Stallworth. Eric Green now comes on as a second tight end as Pittsburgh will try to get the rushing game going on 3rd and a yard. But Roethlisberger's going to throw, and that is to Miller, Zach Miller, a gain of 9. Of course, Pittsburgh has way more than Kansas City has. They have 6. But Kansas City won one of the early ones, and they just won the last one, Super Bowl 54, first and 10 at the 31. Screen. John Henry Johnson with a big gain, 24 yards. And it's a first and 10 for the Steelers at the 45. Haven't seen too much of Pittsburgh as they've been playing some games we have been mentioning in the recaps as of late. A first and 10 at the 31 now after that 14-yard catch to Antonio Brown from Roethlisberger. Of course, Antonio now a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Bettis, 6 yards. In this season, by the way, Antonio Brown has 43 catches for 575 and 4 touchdowns, averaging 13.4 on the season. Second and 4 at the 25. The throw, incomplete.
Holding, offense, number 52, 10-yard penalty.
They get Mike Webster for the hold. And that makes it second and 14 in the 35. Roethlisberger completes it. This is Brown, who gains 11. Smith was hurt on the play, and Still will come in. That is Art Still out of Kentucky, and he will play defensive end for a spell. 3rd and 3, the ball at the 24. Bettis, a first down. 5-yard gain. Open running lanes, that favors the bus. And that makes it now a 1st and 10 at the 19. So Kansas City hoping that Pittsburgh cannot answer their touchdown. That was a loss of 10. Hines Ward was the ball carrier. They did a double reverse, but he got blown up by KC. 2nd and 20 at the 29. A throw incomplete to Stallworth. 3rd and 20 at the 29. There is Roethlisberger again, incomplete. 4th and 20. They'll bring on the field goal kicker for a 46-yarder. We'll catch his name in a moment. Pushed it left. That was Gary Anderson. Terry Bradshaw held it, but the kick does not go through those posts. And it's 1st and 10 KC at the 36. We will look at how they have been playing as a team. Lost their first game, but they have been 8-2 since then. They lost 38-21 to KC. Then they won 3 in a row, then lost to Cleveland 34-20, and their third loss was last week against Cincinnati 34-28 in overtime. So it's 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. A trap right, Jamal Charles. We'll look at Pittsburgh's game by game, and when they get the ball next. Pick up a 5 for Jamal Charles. And that makes it 2nd and goal at the not 2nd and goal. What am I talking about? 2nd and 5 at the 41. A run to the left. Charles again. And that's the end of the first quarter already. You know, time flies when you have fun. And it is 7-0 KC, and we will start quarter number 2. We'll remind you first that Kansas City has 14 carries, 88 yards, and Pittsburgh is 11 for 73. McClinton will get it on a screen. Now Kansas City will be going into the wind. That's incomplete. And a marker. Pass intentional grounding. Yes, they do get him for that.
Number 16, 10
That's 10 yards and a loss of down. 3rd and 15. So they'll go 3 wide. Put a man in motion. Hope the medium pass is effective to Otis, my man, Taylor. Incomplete, but a marker. Pass interference? Yes.
Defense. Number 47, automatic. First down.
I'm like Radar O'Reilly. I know I know the penalties before they happen. And that winds up being now a 1st down for the Chiefs. As we just begin this second quarter, I am double checking my first upload and making sure that it goes on time, which it is. So thank you very much. And now I have that all set, and I will pull up my slide for the end of the game. 1st and 10 at the 43. We have Jamal Charles sweeping it left with 3 wide. Can Charles turn the corner? Yes, he can, and he picks up a couple of yards. So weird right now to be watching the Masters on TV as I am at 5:28 in the p.m. and it's nearly dark out there. Usually, because of COVID, of course, they played the Masters in November instead of April. Here's a penalty before this play.
Encroachment, defense. Number 31, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
And, of course, they're trying to get all 4 Grand Slams in, which they will not be able to do because the British Open canceled and never rescheduled. And some players are completely. They had a rain delay most of the morning in Augusta. Hitch to J.T. Smith on 2nd and 3. This might be good. Incomplete. Setting up 3rd and 3 will go McClinton on a screen. So they're trying to get as many rounds in as they can. McClinton, he's a dangerous pass catcher. Gain of 12. We'll show you that McClinton, and we've mentioned this on previous Kansas City games, 27 catches. His real average is 12, but his HTFL average has been 21. He had a 91-yard catch and run on the final play of the half against Denver a few games back. So you might want to look at that. We'll go McClinton trap right on 2nd and 5. That's a gain of 5 yards. So right now they're playing the end of the first round or the first day, because I don't think everybody's going to be able to complete their first round in Augusta. And It is it is getting dark in Augusta, and it is only 5:30 in the late afternoon, early evening. Trap left Jamal Charles. Of course, when they play, normally when they play in Augusta in the Masters, they have patrons. They don't call them fans. They don't call them spectators. They call them patrons. But because of COVID, they can't have fans there. Short hitch to Gonzalez, 3rd and 2 at the 30. A blitz coming, so we're going to change it to a screen to McClinton. Hope that bears fruit. A marker, so that's probably going to be holding.
Holding.
Yep.
Offense. Number 76. 10-yard penalty.
Alt called for the hold. They will decline it. It is 4th and 2. Tynes has a 50-50 shot of hitting a 47-yard field goal here, and that ball's got to be hard as a rock. It's good, and Kansas City now up more than a score at 10-0. We have 11:28 left in the first half. You're just tuning in. Glad to have you along. The second game of the night that I am doing. We're making up ground lost because of Tropical Storm Ada making a close approach to the Tampa Bay area, which is where I am. So we didn't have a game last night, so we're going to do 2 tonight. And we're about 65% of the way there. Woodson, a return of 26 to the 30. Flowers on the tackle for KC. 1st and 10 Pittsburgh. They give it to Bettis. Bettis, 4-yard gain. He has now 5 carries. No, actually, he has 4 carries. I thought sometimes with the stat keeping here on the lower right of your screen, sometimes it ticks a certain way, and sometimes there's a delay. And I thought they hadn't tabulated the 4-yard run by Bettis, but they had. 2nd and 6 at the 34. Looking for Bettis in the flat, incomplete. 3rd and 6 at the 34. Still at the 34. And this time the bus is good for the first down, a pickup of 7. 1st and 10 at the 41. So getting back to the Masters, normally they play the Masters in daylight savings time, gain of 12 over the middle, Zach Miller from Roethlisberger, and it's 1st and 10 at the KC 46. But of course, if they're playing in November, then they're playing on standard time, which means you lose an hour. Like a couple of weeks ago, we went back to standard time, so yes, the sun would be going down at about 6 o'clock up in Georgia. And that's what they're fighting right now. They've tried to get the first round in by 5 o'clock, by 5:30, and they're going to play the final round of the Masters at a rather quick pace. They're going to try to start at 10 o'clock, and then have it done by 3, so CBS can get to their football games. That's a throw and a catch to Johnson. See, I told you there would be a football tie-in to all of this. He gains 10. Robinson to Roethlisberger to John Henry Johnson. Roethlisberger 321 last week against Carolina in a game we did not do. Roethlisberger to Miller. A gain of 18. If I did every game, I'd be doing this project until 2022. 1st and 10 of the 13. So I decided to cut a few games out, like do 10 of 15 or 16, and that's what we're going to do the rest of the season. That's a touchdown to Zach Miller. Number 8 for him on the year, and it's 10-6 with 6:30 to go. Point after, good by Gary Anderson, and it's 10-7. We have 6:30 left, opening half. We're moving right along. Dante Hall, I think. Yes, it was Hall. 24-yard return to the 30. We have 6:20 to go. Why am I giving you so many time checks? Oh well. Jamal Charles, 8 carries, 39 yards, and he now picks up a few more, 5 to go to 9 for 44. We haven't seen Bo in action, so let's throw to him on the short cross. Incomplete. Setting up a 3rd and 5. We'll go Otis Taylor on the short cross. And Dawson will run, and he's not a bad runner. Pick up a 14. Woodson makes the tackle for Pittsburgh. KC will go back to a base set. They'll put a man in motion. Going outside run to Charles. But a marker.
False start. Offense. Number 77. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down.
That is Trier with a false start. And that sets up 1st and 10 at the 49. Well, actually, no, that does not factor in the penalty. Let's let the board tick up. It's 1st and 15 at the 44. Charles, a sweep to the right side. He gets back to the line, no gain. Porter on the tackle. McClinton, screen pass. 2nd and 15. That's right on the money to him, and McClinton can run. That's a gain of 16. Dudley makes the tackle. And Kansas City a fresh set of downs. McClinton on a dive. 1st and 10 at the 40. Back behind the line, a 1-yard loss. Charles, sweep right. And we have a fumble here. Yes, we do. Recovered by Pittsburgh. That's L.C. Greenwood boogieing down the field. A 22-yard return to the KC 40. And now Pittsburgh can do damage. 1st and 10 at the 40. Roethlisberger back under center with 2:25 left in the half. Each team with all 3 timeouts left. A gain of 4 by Bettis. And it's 2nd and 6. Bettis now 7 carries and 35 yards on the day. Pittsburgh has decided to use one of their timeouts. They have 2 left. 2nd and 6 at the 36. This is Roethlisberger throwing to Hines Ward. Just short of the 1st down. And I'm going to let Pittsburgh do the honor of burning a timeout. But with 2:06 left, they'll just go to the 2-minute warning. It's 10-7 KC. It's a 3rd and inches situation for the Steelers at the 30. Johnson. Oh, this is going to be close. He is short. Short of the 1st down, and now Kansas City will use a timeout. Anderson will try a field goal from 47. Pushed it left.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty.
Will decline the penalty and take the ball there. 1st and 10 at the 37. Ball moves to the spot of the kick, which was a rule they instituted in the mid-90s, which we use in the HTFL. We're going to go Bo, a medium out play. And Bo's got it. A pickup of 13. That was a double team on Bo. That was beat. And the clock stops with 1:37 to go. Screen to McClinton. 2 catches already today, but he doesn't pick up the 3rd there. Incomplete. Charles, off tackle right. That's a gain of 2 yards. 3rd and 8. And I'm going to burn a timeout to give myself 1. 3rd and 8 at the 22. We'll go Gonzalez, medium out. That is a throw and a catch for 18 yards. Polamalu pushed Gonzalez out of bounds. So it's now 1st and 10 at the 30. We're going to put McClinton wide, and we're going to use him for a medium out route. Such a good pass catcher, why wouldn't you do it? It's caught, and McClinton did get out of bounds, a pickup of 16. 1st and 10 at the 14. Tony Gonzalez, I am looking your way, sir. Medium cross pass. If he catches it, it should be a touch. Incomplete. 2nd and 10, 1:04 to go. Might not be a bad idea to do a run. Jamal Charles. That's a gain of 7. 3rd and 3 at the 58. They will hurry. And it's going to be Len Dawson sweeping right. But he's going to be short. No gain. 43 seconds to go. But the Chiefs are going to let the clock wind down to 4 seconds and kick a field goal. This is going to be Tynes. Is Tynes on Kansas City side? A 24-yard kick. Pushed it left. No good. Pittsburgh will run one more play. 1 second left. Everybody back for Kansas City in case they try to throw a pass. But Roethlisberger takes a knee. And we have reached halftime. It is Kansas City 10 and Pittsburgh 7. I will be back in very, very shortly, so stand by, folks. Okay, we're going to get ready to start our second half. 75% of the way home, baby. It's 10-7, Kansas City leading. Pittsburgh has now run 23 plays, 152 yards. Kansas City 36 for 203. It is Woodson back deep for the Steelers. Caught it about the 4, approximately. He caught it at the 3, actually. It'll be 24 yards. Lanier on the tackle. First and 10. John Henry Johnson, no gain. Johnson, 2 carries for zilch. Nothing. Nada. Ball at the 27 for a second and 10. Pitch to Bettis. To the line, and that is it for him. No gain. Third and 10 at the 27. Roethlisberger looking and finding nobody, but a PI call against Barry. That's going to set up a first down for Pittsburgh at the 41. 13-19 now left in the half. Incomplete. Second and 10. Ball at the 41 still. This is Bettis. Bettis breaks loose. He's dodging and weaving. And he goes 26 yards to the 33. Deron Cherry made the tackle for that team with the arrow on their helmet. First and 10 at the 33. This is Bettis. He loses some of the yardage he gained there. He lost 4. Buchanan has been hurt, defensive tackle. And he will return in a few plays. Saliamula comes in. He's out of Arizona State. He will play at DT, one of the defensive tackle spots, second and 14 at the 37. Roethlisberger, under fire, throws, Bettis, gain of 5, and it's third and 9. 10-7 game, so a critical play here. Bettis close to the first, but doesn't get it. Needed 9, he got 7, so it's 4th and 2. Anderson from 42 yards out to tie the game with the wind in his favor. It is good. And we're tied at 10-10 with 10:48 left in the third quarter. Hall back deep for the Chiefs. He's 7 yards deep. He will just stay right there. Thank you very much. So Kansas City gets possession again. Ball at the 20. I had to check to make sure my microphone was on. You ever have that problem? Sometimes you turn your microphone off and then you forget to turn it back on. That's happened to me a few times doing this. Okay. Playing tight, so we're going to go long to J.T. Smith. That's a gain of something. That's the replay. Gain of 7, but a marker against the defense.
Number 55, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
And it's first and 10 at the 42. We'll go back to McClinton. Man defense. Again, they're playing short and tight. We'll go along the Bo. Bo open? He's open, but he couldn't hang on to it. Second and 10 at the 42. Still, Jamal Charles trapping it right side. He will get the first down. Picks up 13 yards. Art Shell wouldn't be Shell, Donnie Shell. Art Shell plays with the San Francisco Gold Raiders here in the HTFL. We'll be seeing them a little later on this week of the season, next week in calendar terms. First and 10 at the 45. Dive Jamal Charles. Back to the line, and that's it. Gain of a yard. Polamalu makes the tackle. This is going to be a screen to Tony Gonzalez on 2nd and 9 at the Pittsburgh 44. Finds Gonzalez, but he didn't pick up much. In fact, he lost a yard. 3rd and 10 at the 45. Bo, a medium cross. Dawson throwing. And Bill Dudley says, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" Interception for him, his first of the year. And Pittsburgh now takes over at the 36th, second turnover of the game for Kansas City. And that was the first pick by Len Dawson of the game. 1st and 10 at the 36. So back comes Pittsburgh, incomplete. Pass, Roethlisberger was looking for Antonio Brown. And it's 2nd and 10 at the 36. And a flea flicker there, it looked like, but incomplete.
Pass interference, defense. Number 18.
And on top of that, it was a pass interference against Emmett Thomas. So now Pittsburgh on the move. KC 37, we have 7:50 left in the third. Roethlisberger looking for Hines Ward, but not finding it. Roethlisberger 17 of 11. 11 of 17, I should say. 133 yards, 1 touch. 2nd and 10 at the 37. Brown, open. Picks up 8. And Brown now, 3 catches and 33 yards on the day. The leading pass catcher right now, Zach Miller, 4 for 53. A 3rd and 2. When are you going to go to Zach Miller here? They were looking for him, but incomplete. So Gary Anderson with a chance to give the Steelers the lead from 46. He got it. 13-10. The Steelers now lead with 6:50 left in quarter number 3. Fear and loathing at Arrowhead Stadium, as you could hear there. That guy sounds awfully familiar. Everywhere I go, I hear that "no way" guy. Hall back deep for KC. But it's taken by one of his upbacks, which was Charles. He returns at 17 yards, and now the Chiefs in business. But now they trail by 3 with 6:40 to go. Charles, who's had 15 carries, is going to get a 16th. That's a nice little run for him, a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. A zone seam play to J.T. Smith, which I don't call too often. Incomplete. 3rd and a yard. And we're going to look. Trap left Charles. And did he get it? He did. Gain of 2. 5:44. And it's 1st and 10 at the 42 of Kansas City for Kansas City. Trap left again, Charles. And this time it busts open for Charles in the Pittsburgh territory at the 40 before Mel Blount could get him. Gain of 18. 1st and 10. It's going to be Charles. Trap right. Gains 2 yards, and he's at 101 on the day. 2nd and 8 at the 38. This is going to be Bo, medium slant route. Caught, and a gain of 18 for the first down. Dawson, 12 of 22, 148 yards, a touchdown and an interception on his name. Out to J.T. Smith. Short out. Incomplete.
Holding. Offense. Number 68. 10-yard penalty.
Shields with the holding call, and it's 1st and 20. McClinton. Screen pass. Pittsburgh playing zone, which may be to Kansas City's advantage. There's the catch by McClinton to the 25 to the 23 before Jack Lambert could get to him. Pickup of 7 yards. 2:43 left now, 3rd quarter. Smith on the slant on 2nd and 13. See if that could break open for him. He was open for a minute, and he caught it. Gain of 9. Woodson on the stop. 3rd and 4. They will look to Gonzalez on the medium fly pattern. Look for 88. He's open. They go underneath to Charles, who gains 8, but it'll be nullified.
Number 58. 10-yard penalty.
Paul Casey leading the Masters, in case you are wondering, at -7 as I record this. 3rd and 14 now at the 24. They're going to still look for Paul Casey. Long fly route. Not for Paul Casey, but for Tony Gonzalez. Oh, goodness. The names that come to mind. A pickup of 8 by Dawson on the scramble. And it's now at the 16. And with 1:08 left in quarter number 3, Lawrence Tynes with the kick. He puts it through, and we're dead even at 13 all with 28 seconds left in the third quarter. I thought that was pretty good. And it looks like play has ended for today because they're now showing highlights of earlier action. 1st and 10 at the 35. There's the kickoff. Taken by Woodson, I think, and that return went all the way to midfield. The return was for 44 yards. So Pittsburgh will get it. 1st and 10. 23 seconds left to go. Third quarter, so this could be the last play, but we'll have a penalty before all of that.
Offense, number 52, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Webster, a false start. 1st and 15 at the 45. We're down to the last 23 seconds of the quarter. Bettis, a nice gain there on the draw. Picks up 12. And that'll do it for quarter number 3. 13-13 with one more quarter to go. And I am looking at a couple of things on the phone. Okay. 206 yards for Pittsburgh, 35 plays, 296 for KC on 51. 2nd and 3 at the 43. This is Johnson picking up 2, setting up a 3rd and 1 at the 41 now. First down yardage for Bettis. That sets up a 1st and 10 at the 40. Couple of fine all-time teams here. Miller with another catch, 19 yards. Mays has been injured. Mays is one of the defensive tackles. And he will come out, and Sally Mua comes out again. Miller now, 5 catches, 72 yards on the day. 1st and 10 at the 21 of KC is Pittsburgh. There's your throw, looking for Brown, but tipped by Cherry. And it's 2nd and 10 at the 21. Bettis, gain of 2. 3rd and 8 at the 19. Bettis picks up 3, 4th and 5 at the 16. So Anderson comes on again and will try a field goal from 33 yards into the wind. And it's good. And Pittsburgh retakes the lead at 16-13 with 11:59 now left in quarter number 4. Pittsburgh hanging tough in this game. They know they need it to have any chance of playoff contention. They are on the outside looking in, whereas Kansas City needs this game to try to keep pace with San Francisco for the division lead in the upper north. They lose that, then we know San Francisco, well, actually, either way, San Francisco would be leading the upper north because they beat Kansas City earlier in the season. I forgot to show you Pittsburgh and how they have been doing on the year, so let me take care of that business before we do anything else. They lost to Cleveland, not knowing how good a team Cleveland would be, 30-20, and it's kind of been back and forth for them. They lost to Baltimore, they lost to Green Bay, they lost to Arizona. That was Arizona's first win. 24-20. Then they lost to Baltimore 28-21. Buffalo beat them 37-24, and then they have won 2 in a row, 17-14 over Denver, 38-22 over Carolina. Good thing I remembered to do that. Steelers fans would be upset with me. Here's the kickoff to Hall. He will return it even though it's a yard deep. He's the kind of guy who could go 101 yards if you give him a chance. And he's out to the 30, a pickup of 31. 1st and 10 from there. Smith, slant route. It's open. He's got it. A pickup of 16, and Mel Blount on the tackle for Kansas City. Medium fly to Tony Gonzalez. And that never got to him. Incomplete, deflected at the line by Hampton. 2nd and 10 at the 46. Pitch to Charles to try to knock the yardage down a little bit, but it's a short, tight formation Pittsburgh's playing, so we're going to go long the Bo. The wind advantage might work out for them. Bo is open, and he's got it, and that's 6. A 54-yard play, and it's 19-16. Kansas City leading. Tynes will try the point after. Good. And now Pittsburgh needs a touchdown for the lead at 20-16. 10:46 now left in the fourth quarter. Here is Woodson back deep, a touchback. Pittsburgh takes over. Bettis, a gain of 4 yards. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24. Batted at the line by Allen. 3rd and 6 for the 24. Incomplete. 4th and 6 at Pittsburgh. Not going to chance it. They will punt. And this punt's a good one. Even into the wind, that went 59 yards for Jimmy Orr. Dante Hall backpedaled and was immediately tackled by Jack Lambert. 1st and 10 at the 18. The Chiefs leading by 4 points now. Curtis McClinton off tackle right. Gains 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Stretch play time with Jamal Charles. And Charles close to the first. He gets the first. And Kansas City gets a fresh set of downs. Pitch right, Charles. A 1st and 10. And another nice gain for Jamal. He's got another 12-yard play. A fight on the field. Waters got tangled up with somebody. He's the right guard. No ejections. And that makes it a 1st and 24 for Kansas City, which you don't often see. Sweep left, Charles. We'll just keep it on the ground. At least on the first 2 downs. That's a gain of 9. So temper's flaring a little bit. We'll go McClinton on the screen on 2nd and 15. He's on it. He's got a 1st down. Oh, a nice pickup for McClinton. 20 yards. That's 5 catches for him and 71 yards on the day. Charles has 117 rushing on 21 carries. He's a little tired, so they're going to stay with McClinton on a dive. Back to the line, and that's it. A gain of a yard, actually. 2nd and 9. Smith. A hitch. Incomplete. 3rd and a 9er now. We'll put a man in motion, go to Gonzalez. Want to go to Gonzalez, a medium out pattern. That's caught, but short of the first. Gain of a 9, they needed 10. Gain of a 9, 9 yards. They needed 10. 4th and 1 at the Pittsburgh 48. Bring in the punter. It's going to be Jarrell Wilson with the punt. Fair caught by Woodson at the 8. Levon Bell and Buddy Dial entered the game. So we'll go over the receivers. Johnson, Brown, Ward, and there's Buddy Dial there, the split end on the right side. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh, but they don't have a lot of time. This is Levon. Was he a good man? Well, not on that play. Lewis makes the tackle at the 8. 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Roethlisberger was looking for somebody. A check down to Bell, but that was incomplete. Looked like it was batted at the line by somebody. 3rd and 10 at the 8. We have 4:18 to go. Roethlisberger throws incomplete. 4th and 10. I'm going to go for the block here. I just have a feeling. Ever just play a hunch? A short kick by Orr, 39 yards. Hall took it, ran it back 2 yards, so the net 37, which means Kansas City starts at the 45, which is better than they left it because they kicked from the 48 on the last series. Trap right, Jamal Charles, 1st and 10 at the 45. This is gain of 4. And Jamal Charles at 121 on the day on 22 carries. Want to keep it on the ground here. McClinton, short, tight. Oh, I'm tempted to go long. We'll go long. J.T. Smith. If you see a chance, take it. Incomplete, but...
Intentional grounding.
Oh, they're going to say intentional grounding.
Number 16, 10-yard penalty, loss of down.
3rd and 16. So now they're going to have to go for it here. Gonzalez, medium hitch. Incomplete. And Wilson will come on the punt again, and he'll just try the sideline again. See how good he is this time. Out at the 9, and that's where Pittsburgh will start. 3:03 left. They need a touchdown. They trail by 4. They got to go 91 yards. This is Le'Veon Bell. Tackled by Thomas, a gain of 8. And each team with all 3 timeouts at this point. They have not been deployed as of yet. Bell, a pickup of 8. And another first down. Kansas City does not want to give Pittsburgh extra time by calling timeouts. 2:29 left to go. Off of Buddy Dial's hands and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 at the 25. Completed. A gain of 2. 4th and 8. So this could be the game here for Pittsburgh. Although they do have 3 timeouts. Incomplete. Kansas City takes over at the Pittsburgh 27. Smart thing to do would be to make Pittsburgh burn all their timeouts. Off tackle right, Charles. Gain of 3, but holding.
Number 54, 10-yard penalty.
That is 17 penalties in the game, 120 yards lost on penalties by Kansas City, 65 for Pittsburgh. Tackle right, McClinton, 1st and 20.
Encroachment, defense.
And another
Number
penalty.
97, 5-yard penalty.
So that's penalty number 18. 1st and 15 now. Charles off tackle right. Bounces to the right side, picks up 4. And Kansas City will call another play. Pittsburgh burns a timeout. Dive McClinton. 2nd and 11. Gain of a yard. 3rd and 10. You want to keep it on the ground here. We're going to bootleg it with Len Dawson. You don't really care how much yardage you get. You want to stay in bounds, which he did. 5-yard gain. And the Steelers call their last timeout. So here's the situation. Hines is going to try a 39-yard field goal. 69% chance he makes it, and he does. So the Steelers need a touchdown to tie. 23-16 with $1:14 on the clock, and Pittsburgh will get the final say. A touchback on the kickoff. And here goes Big Ben. He's pulled a few out in his career. He's 14 for 29. Now he's 14 for 30 as the screen to Bell falls incomplete. A 2nd and 10. Bell again. A gain of 6.
Holding. Offense. Number 65, 10-yard penalty.
Back him up, boys. 2nd and 20 at the 10. Roethlisberger back to throw. And there it is, an interception. Barry returning at 15 yards. to the 10 of Pittsburgh, but Kansas City has no interest in scoring. Dawson will just take a couple of knees, and that'll be it. And we've made it. The final 23-16. Kansas City has beaten Pittsburgh. Dawson, the MVP of the game. He had the only 2 touchdowns for Kansas City on throws, a 14-yarder to Otis Taylor and a 54-yarder to Bo. Team stats, 427, 6 trips to the end zone for KC, to the red zone for Kansas City, only got a touchdown and a field goal to show for it. Pittsburgh was equally woeful in the red zone, 5 trips, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. 427 the yardage for KC, 255 for Pittsburgh. 19 penalties in the game, so it was kind of sloppy. 69 plays called by Kansas City. They used up 35-38 of time of possession. 55 plays. For Pittsburgh, they had 24-22 time of possession. First downs were 22-15 in favor of KC. So, the best passer of the day was Len Dawson at 90.9, 18 of 32, 262, I'm sorry. Charles, the leading rusher, 125 for Kansas City. Bettis, 16 for 86 for Pittsburgh. We're almost out of here, folks. Gonzalez and McClinton were the leading pass catchers. McClinton had better yardage, 5 for 71. Gonzalez, 5 for 49, but Bo beat them all with 3 catches and 85 yards. Miller, 5 catches, 72 yards, so he led in both catches and yardage. Leading tacklers for each team, Hampton and Porter for Pittsburgh at 9, Robinson 7 for Kansas City. We'll take a look at the standings and get on out of here. So Kansas City goes to 9-3. They'll be a half game behind San Francisco. San Francisco will still be leading the Upper West either way. Pittsburgh has now fallen to 5-7, but they could still get in the mix in the North Division, with Cleveland being the odd team out right now at 7-5. They would be the 4th seed. Green Bay is 8-3, Minnesota 8-4, Baltimore 7-4, and we have Baltimore playing Monday night against Denver, and that ought to be a good game. In fact, let's just show you the next 5 games ahead. Philadelphia and Dallas, Baltimore and Denver, San Francisco, Arizona, Green Bay, San Diego, New Orleans and Louisiana. That's the new game on the docket. That'll be a week from tonight, 7:30. So we hope you enjoyed both of the games done tonight. I did Tennessee, Minnesota a little earlier, and now we are all caught up, as if Tropical Storm Eta never happened. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. We wish you well, no matter where you are, wishing you well. And no matter when you see this, Godspeed, God bless. We'll do it all again soon, and bye-bye for now, everybody.